can bring the good news, Mr. Mayor. I have just received clarification from my Chief Exec, who confirms that our officers and civil servants have been talking, they've spoken, and the numbers that we indicated are the numbers that I understand are acceptable for me to accept and call off all the cuts. What's the text I received? It's a text. It's a text. Sorry, that might have been misdirected. I think it said to call off the referendum. So, I just read this week that I understand that I saw that the Conservatives had not put an amendment in, and my take of that straight away that was the situation is so bad we all understand there are very little choices. And we all understand that, and I think that's why people have not put an amendment in. But David says it's a different reason. David said he's not put an amendment in because the Conservative group are taking the bat home because nobody listens to him. That's what he told the examiner. Can I assure you, David, that I do listen to you? I listened very, very carefully. I listened at the Cabinet meeting when you said, at the Cabinet meeting, when we talked about a 3% rate, the 3% for social care precept, and you said, it's the same for everybody. It's 3% for everybody. Unfortunately, 3% isn't the same for everybody. I think the King's Fund said the extra money the berries, it's £5 per head in Newham and Manchester, and it's £15 per head in Richmond-on-Thames. For us, it's £10.35. The differences across all local authorities. The 15% increase proposed by a certain southern county would have raised for them 90 million. The same 15% raise for Liverpool would have raised less than half of that, because things are worked out differently. Just as a contrast, I don't want to go for the southern authority, I want to go for London Authority. One London Authority called Westminster has a population of 242,000 as opposed to our population of 434,000. Westminster makes a profit out of car parking of 46.4 million per year. They make a profit out of car parking of 46.4 million per year. The business rates in Westminster, they keep half of the business rates, and the business rates raise Westminster £542 million per year, as opposed to our business rates of 80 million. Under the new government regime, which we've been in 3 years' time, because we've heard no other details of it, Westminster are set to gain £542 million from the new regime. We in Kirklees are set to lose £37 million based on last year's figures. Now, Jason McCartney, our local MP, says he could help us out. We could get the same deal that other Southern Authority got, which for us, which on calculation it means that other Southern Authority gets something like 44 million, but for us, we would lose about 14 million if we got the same deal as they got. That's the reality that we stand in. The other thing I listened to David that he said in the papers, he didn't say to the council, he said in the papers, he said that we've done nothing for all these years. That's why we are where we are now. We've done nothing. Absolutely. So I just checked. When the Conservatives were in control of this council, I just checked on the numbers of how many chief execs they had. And the Conservatives had one chief exec, and we had one chief exec. So they're right. We haven't changed anything. We've still only got one chief exec. But when the Conservatives had the cabinet, they had 8 directors. And we have now got 3. Now that is a slight difference. They had 8 directors, we've got 3. Then you go to assistant directors. When the Conservatives were in the cabinet, they had 34 assistant directors. 34. Our new structure, we've got 11. But we've done nothing. Remember that. We've done nothing. We've sat back idly and done nothing. Now, since the greed of the bankers caused governments across the world to bail out capitalism,
30 seconds, Councillor Sheard.
We had to cut £194 million budget. So far, we have cut £129 million. And we had to cut another further £765 before 2021. And we've done all that. We have cut £129 million, that amount of the staff, without the leader of the Conservatives noticing. That's how good we manage this council. he hasn't noticed any change. He says we've done nothing. So we've done all them massive cuts without anyone noticing. Haven't we been brilliant? Absolutely brilliant. And all we get from the Conservative groups is you've been wasting money.